Hello, good evening and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. Bit of a delay there, I was saying goodbye to my dad. He's gone now. But yes, it's Saturday night, there I am, I can hear myself, that's unfortunate. Yes, Saturday night, MaX5, we're in Brazil doing the samba. Yes, let's get down to business. Here we are, MaX5, Season 4, Round 3, Interlagos. The penalty line for Interlagos will be right hand side as you approach the start. Finish straight. Please ensure you serve your penalty in full before the beginning of the new lap as always. So that's that business. We've got 2 races ahead of us in these little Mazdas, saucy little devils they are. We bruce up the horsepower to max and the weight stays at a minimum. We're going to have 2 races today. We're going to have a 15-minute race here at Interlagos, 2.677 miles with 15 turns, and I don't know one of them. I think it's the Senhorestas at the front there, isn't it? So don't expect some really sort of professional, and here we go into the Senhorestas. Yes, the time of day for this first sprint race will be 9:30. The fuel is at ×4 and the time wear is at ×16, which I tell you, with racing medium tyres only. And I do tell you, those tyres do wear, so them last couple of laps are always cracking fun. Then we will move on to a feature race, which will be 30 minutes, same track, but it'll be, the time of day will be 1:45 in the afternoon. The fuel still ×4 and the tyres still ×16, but in the feature race, if you pit, well, when you pit, you have to use a set of racing hard tyres. And the second race will be a reverse grid of the start of the first race, and it will be rolling start. Right, that's all that bit. And we can move on to the table, I suppose. How is everyone? Who we got? We've got Skyjacker, hello! How's the PlayStation? Still not feeling too well? You looking after it, keeping it to one side? And Pat's in the room. Hi, good luck on commentary tonight. Cheers, yeah, after last night's debacle. Hopefully it'll go quite well. I'm not gonna risk any dodgy words. Here we see Katula is on form, but Racer Brown just going a little bit faster in free practice. And I tell you, we've probably only got about 4 minutes left of free practice before we go into qualifying. I'm a bit late today. I know. I had to grab my own dinner. So at least you haven't got to listen to me eating, because I sorted dinner out beforehand. Oh, hey, there's Pat's car. I like it. Oh, hang on, a bit of windy pops. I'm going to mute it for this. I'm going to save you. I'm really disappointed I've muted that, because it was a belter. There we see, we've got Pat doing a 1:44.556, but Racer Brown so far your fastest with 39.412. Katula has done a 39.861. These guys are fast. Jack's Racing, racer formerly known as Low-E Jack, aka Low Key, is now Jack's Racing. So I'm not going to struggle with that at all. I think he has simplified it as best he can for me, so I don't struggle with such simple phrases as Lowy. But there, Lowy Jack is now Jack's Racing, so everyone, welcome Jack's Racing. Hello Jack's Racing. In 4th we've got Guesty, he's done a 41.1, that's around my time. I had a little practice midweek, got the wheel out, dusted it off, and yeah. That's about, I think in the race, I think only the practice part could only manage a 42, but in the race I did do a fastest lap time of a 41 something. I didn't look that close. The Mika Widry with a 43.080 out there, banging out some times. 6th we have Pat with a 44.5. Joker's just about to come round. He's done a 40.7, but he's not been allowed it. Maybe it was his outlap. It would have been his outlap, wouldn't it? Hi, Graham, the king of the Mazda. Oh, I heard midweek. I haven't done the GTMC. I am planning on doing it probably this evening. For those night owls amongst you, there might be a live broadcast. But yeah, I heard he was struggling with a bit of laggage. And it looks like it's not getting any better. And Alexis Maximus there with his teammate Cthulhu, Cthulhu. Oh, Racer Brown, I do like that car. Right then, onto the table. Come on, let's get this together now. We're on round 3, so we've only had 2 rounds. At the top, we have VRC Talleyrand with a fine 81 points. He was nearly on for 4 points, but IR Graham really stewed his gravy last week. In second place, we've got LNR KLVDB, and he is on 70 points. So what's that? 11 points behind Talleyrand. Oh, we're only just not even halfway through the championship. All to play for there. In third is Alexis and Maximus. Well, there you go. Spank me and call me Shirley. He's on 50 points, 20 points behind his teammate. Then it's got to be close behind them. In fourth, Cthulhu with 46 points. In fifth, Loey Jack, also known as Jack the Racer or Jack Racer. Getting it wrong already, Jack. How good's that, eh? Hey. So Jack's racing. Where did I say he was? I've lost my place. Fifth, all right, fifth. Now I have to count down the numbers. He's on 43 points, and the dude ahead of him, whoever that was, I said, was on 46. Cthulhu. So there's only 3 points between Cthulhu and Jack's Racing. IR Graham just underneath Jack's Racing with 37 points. In 7th, Jokus on 31 points. Here we're on the move now. Koi Carp in 8th will be on 26 points. The Miko Vivri is in 9th on 18 points. She's just above T13 Ragnar. Is everyone saying ready? Oh yeah. Yeah, Ragnar, then Pat, then Racer Brown, and then Cyber Gypsy. We'll come back to it. I'll tell you the numbers later. We've got to put a Y in to let him know I'm ready for qualifying. Are you ready? I need to make amends. I was really messy last night. Do a soft Y. Really messy last night. Really, really bad. Don't know. It was like I was on something. So tonight we're going to do a good, strong, professional job of this. You watch. On the chat, we've got Carly saying hello, Pat saying try manual gears tonight for the first time in a long time. Getting my excuse in early, and so you should. IR Graham moving himself, lagging himself up into second place. Do you know I used to have the nickname Scattermajig, and I think they're going to have to come up with one IR Scatter, IR Lag. Sorry, it's horrible. It's the worst because there's nothing you can do about it. You're stuck with what router you've got, you're stuck with what package you've got, and you're stuck with what PlayStation you've got. Soft Y for Pat, like it. Nice one. But, you know, oh, that's bad. That's rough. Oh dear. Homesick in the chat says evening all, and Psycho Sheep, evening gents. Look at that. The gang's all here. We should solve a murder while we're all here. What do you reckon? It was Peacock in the kitchen with the iron wrench. Here we go. Let's have ourselves a little 12-minute qualifying in the beautiful settings of Brazil, Interlagos. Look at those buildings in the background there. The place reeks of money. Pat opting to stay in the pits, then coming out, giving himself a little space for his gears. Give his gear. Oh, I like that Phillips sign on the back. Oh, I thought there was going to be. I was just about to look at the chat. Look, I'll get a ping on the screen that I'll look at to do the commentary. So then I'll look round at the iPad. My iPad's so old. Professor Plum with the candlestick in the library. I reckon Pat might be the closest. Drive, Pat. Don't listen. You're listening out for engine tones now, Pat. You can't be listening to commentary. You got to listen to see when that engine's squealing, saying, change me, change me. Right, let's have a little on board with the championship leader, the boss. Here we're going round. I hate this last corner. There's no problems there for Talleyrand. Nice and smooth. Straight into third. Climbing all the way up the hill. Ah, it says AT there. I know he's manual, so it just tells you AT for everyone. Is that just some sort of like hiding thing? Just under the gears it says AT, and I always thought that meant automatic transmission. But I know Talleyrand doesn't use automatic transmission. He's too good. Down in second for the first corner. Senresses, I think they're called. Give me that. On to the back straight. Nice bit of space from Racer Brown. He knows Racer Brown's a fast person. Fast boy. Also got a win last night. Both of these got wins last night, along with Homescalian. If you haven't seen the MTCC, you should watch it. I warn you now, you might want to watch it on mute, because I don't know what happened to me. I lost the ability to speak for at least a minute and a half while I cracked myself up over something that was so juvenile and not funny. But there you have it. I found my level, and it was low. Here we're going into the hairpin, into the other hairpin. The time will start cropping up soon, and then we can have some fun. I'll get some F12s out of the way as well. I don't do hardly enough of those. There you go. Whoosh. Talleyrand, championship leader. Who did I say was second in championship? Racer Brown, was it? Oops. Bit of windy pops. I'll tell you what, I ate my Chinese really quick. I had to slam that down my my gullet. There's Racer Brown coming around to finish his fastest lap. The first to cross the line will be Cthulhu in his lovely looking monster liveried car there. He's crossing the line, and he has set a 1:39.7 strong time. Racer Brown topped him off with a 39.589, and then IR Graham coming in third with a 39.89, all close at the top there. Alexis Maximus fourth with a 39.924. He's like the secret assassin. I didn't realise how high in the championship he was, and he's just slipped it up there into fourth place, ahead of the championship leader Talleyrand, who did a 40.044. These guys are like 2 seconds faster than me. It's unbelievable. And there is Jax Racing with a 41.004. And then Pat trying out his manual gears with a 42.080. See, it says manual there. So maybe Talleyrand does use... I know sometimes he can't be bothered to get his wheel out, so he goes on the handset, and he's just as fast with his handset, with the pad, than he is with the wheel. So maybe he's got the pad on today. Maybe he's getting his pad on. So there we see Jokers did a 142.648. The Mika Wivry, a 42.788, only a tenth off of Jokers, and she is just ahead of Guesty, who did a 44.231. Ooh, see Jokers having a massive off in the background there. So coming around, we want to look at Cthulhu crossing the line. Can he top his 39.792? We will soon find out, with Racer Brown just in hot tow, getting a tow. Oh, it's like forever waiting to come around this long bend. Here we go. Ooh, not quite. Racer Brown, not quite. Graham, he's green, and he does a 39.531, putting him on pole by 500. Wow, that's close. So what did Talleyrand manage? Nothing quite yet. Guesty's gone faster. Guesty's put himself up into a fine 6th place with a 140.533, nearly half a second off of Talleyrand, and only, well, nearly half a second ahead of Jax Racing. So he's found a lovely little gap to slot himself into there. IR Graham, always fast. I was just about to say that lag's looking like it's calmed down, and then he did a shuffle. He's doing the samba. It's a samba lag just for Brazil. Yeah, samba. You see Racer Brown, Cthulhu taking it easy. Alexis Maximus, maybe Cthulhu is trying to find Alexis Maximus on track, and they can itch each other's backs. There is the championship leader in the VRC liveried Mazda. Orange, black and white, through and through. It's the only way to be. It's a big good lap. That was me. That wasn't some sort of weird interference. I thought, oh, you probably think the mic's gone, but I was trying to I was trying to do the lag for IR Graham. Racer Brown has taken pole, but we have seen IR Graham's. Oh, his purple has gone green, so maybe he hasn't quite done it. He has not. He's gone faster with the 39.388, but instantly before that, Racer Brown crossed the line with a 39.290. This man really does like this car. Jack's Racing has gone faster. He's in 7th, so someone else, Mika Wivery, has gone faster. But first of all, Jack was first, so get in line. He's done a 140.582. He's 6/10ths behind Talleyrand. Talleyrand in 6th place, eh? He's definitely not on the form we are used to seeing. But like I said, I think he's using his pad tonight. So Pat on those manual gears, doing a fine job. 42s on the money there, Pat. 9th, we have the Mika Wivery. She's also into the 42s now. 42.230. Only 1.5 tenths. Oh dear. Who's just gone faster? Jokers. Where did he go? Where did he go? He's above 5th. He's got to be 4th, hasn't he? Because his name's not there. Am I missing something? Let me press 4. No, it's Alexis Maximus. Where did he go? Guesty, Talleyrand. Well, oh, I thought he'd set a time, but he's left the room, and now he's joined the room. How bizarre! So, yeah, nothing changed there. Then Mika Wivery is 42.230. Now Talleyrand's put a time in. Where does that put him? Up into 3rd position. IR Graham just taken pole away from Racer Brown. 39.045. Knocking on the door of the 38s. Come on. We're going to see a 38 tonight. Racer Brown then. 39.2. Jack Racing going faster yet again. That fuel is dropping and Jack is getting faster. Mika has put in a lap and so has Pat, but yes, oh no, Pat's gone faster than Mika. I know there's a bit of a rivalry between Pat and Mika. I think Pat has done a 41.121, only a second off of Jack's Racing. Jack's Racing. And the Mika Wivery is 9th with a 42.007. Up on the top of the pile, we can see IR Graham is 2.5 tenths ahead of Racer Brown. So out of these two today, well, Talleyrand, he's getting closer, but he's just lost the back end and can't count that lap. So Cthulhu, 4th. Where did I say he was in the championship? You'd expect him to be up there, wouldn't you? You'd expect him to be up there fighting. And I think he was 3rd, was he not? Was he not 3rd? No, he's 4th below Alexis Maximus. I think that's what surprised me. So yeah, he'll be wanting to get above his teammate. He's only 4 points behind him. So Cthulhu will be wanting to amend that. I believe they work together. I think I've seen a picture of them both together at work. I don't know what they did. I couldn't guess. They were wearing aprons, but that could be anything. Butchers. Kadula, he's done a 39.421, puts himself a 10th behind Racer Brown. That's blooming close, that. So Jokers says, oh no, I was kicked off from server. Oh, that's not fair. No one wants that. Looks like we're having a bit of a sketchy evening with IR Graham. Oh no, it's looking alright. It's looking okay. No one move. Everyone sit exactly where they are. Don't move a thing, because IR Graham's got good stream. And we don't want to ruin it. That's not too bad actually. I'm waiting for it to move so I can make the jokers. Oh, you moved. But it's, oh, there's a little bit there, a little bit there. Who knows? But IR Graham, top of the pile. Oh, what's that? Wreck-It Ralph in it? What was the girl racer? No, I'm not going to start calling him Princess Glitch or whatever she was called. I honestly can't remember, but he's 2 tenths up. Oh, what did they call her? Sugar. Candy Rush, the game was. And she was like, she had a glitch, didn't she? She had lag. She kept jumping. I can't remember. Sod it. Doesn't matter, it wasn't that great a reference anyway, and I'm sure I.R. Graham doesn't want to be referred to as a Disney character. But he's gone faster again. Boom. 38.885. Talleyrand going faster, but still only in 4th place. How frustrating for him. At 39.461. We're on the final lap, or no, we can't be on the final lap. Why did that say final lap? Maybe we are. Maybe that's the countdown for the end of qualifying. I really haven't been paying much attention. Yeah. So Mika Wivry going faster again. She's only 900ths off of her rival Pat, and that's her end of the day. 41.218. There we see Pat, that's his end of the day, 41.121. Jack Racing, end of his day, 40.064. Sorry. Guesty, that's the end of his day with a 39.942. Alex S. Maximus, the end of his day with a 39.924. In 4th we have Talleyrand, he's still travelling around. Cthulhu, that's the end of his day, he's not going to go any faster with a 39.421. Racer Brown, not oh no, he looks ghosted, he looks like he's done with a 39.29. I.R. Graham still going round, and Talleyrand, who's further ahead? I.R. Graham. So I.R. Graham already on pole with a 38.885. Can start from last position. I was kicked from server. That was what Jokers has just put. So the two are racing to the line. I.R. Graham already secure in the knowledge he's got pole, and the only person who can ruin that for him is Talleyrand, who's a little bit further down. Did he go faster? No. And Talleyrand has gone up to 2nd with a 39.206. 3/10 behind I.R. Graham. Juicy. Juicy race ahead then, I see. The force is strong, you see. I.R. Graham, top of the pile, with Talleyrand in 2nd, and... Ooh, was it Cthulhu? No, Racer Brown, 3rd, and Cthulhu 4th. We're watching them now, lining up on the grid here at Brazil. Ooh, some chat. Carly said finally broke into the 41s. Boom. And Pat went. That went quicker than I thought. It did. It flew by. Let me get rid of the big numbers. We are watching I.R. Graham on the grid. Ready to go. Cthulhu was 2nd. Hey. Oh, everyone's exiting out to let Jokers in. And I guess what's the name already has. Why do I always forget? I feel so foolish. Come on, guys, you gotta exit out. Exit out. Exit out, guys. You're not racing. Don't race each other. Stop racing, Guesty. Come on, you don't know. You're not racing, bro. Why is no one putting exit? Shall I put an exit? Oh, they're going now. Exit, please. There you go. Talleyrand has now put the word out on the street. Look at them all. Doing what they should. Only 2 left. Jack Racing has now gone, and I.R. Graham, you got to remember he's got a bit of lag. It'll take a while for the message to get there. Exit. He's not doing it. Hey, where's everybody gone? What's he saying, guys? Don't waste time. Yeah, Talleyrand's no fuss Talleyrand tonight. Oh, it's magic. It's insane. A bit of Simply Red there. Wow. For your listening pleasure. Where did that come from? Let me have a cough. There you go. Room's been reset. Let's get back to that. So we're starting again because Jokers was kicked out of our server and he's come back in. He'll be starting from the back of the grid, which will make Mika Wivry very happy. Windy Pop's now coughing, burping, coughing, burping, which I tell you what is a better improvement on what was happening last night. Why are you all sitting here making me talk about nothing? Shall we have a chat about liveries, shall we? So let's have a look around. Talleyrand, bog standard, It's always good. That livery, I must say, looks cracking on everything. There's Carly with a little emoji face. And like I said, Pat was tempted to keep going, just to say he led. Why not? They're all a little popping out now to do the obligatory donuts, I imagine. Pat's off out. Plug. Oh yeah, plug. Shoot. Yes, go to Pat's YouTube channel. He's just released, I said the other week about how good his liveries are, and yeah, go to his YouTube channel. Or if you're in our Discord, I think he said he'd put it in our chat or something like that, in one of the things in our Discord. Let me have a look. And yeah, he's done a little compilation of all of his liveries up to date. I can't find it in chat, Pat. Pat, you... Yes, anyway, somehow, if it's meant to be, you'll watch Pat's YouTube video that I can't find. Have I found it? The Route 19. No, that's a song by Agadoo. Black Lace. Agadoo, do, push pineapples, shake a tree. You can tune, question mark. Racer Brown, not racing. I have trouble with this car, adjusting car settings. You can tune, what? No race. No race? What's happening? What, have I missed something? Racer Brown's not racing. Why would... Oh, is he because he's not entered? It's in the video section. Yay! Hang on. I'm on it. I'm on it. Videos. Videos. Oh, wow. There's loads of stuff in videos. I never go in there. Because I'm always worried it might be me lurking around. Here we go. Yes, Patrick Spence. It's under on YouTube. GT Sport Livery Showcase Part 4. It is called. Is this going to really screw up my YouTube if I start trying to stream 2 different YouTube channels? Here we go. Ooh, nice. Look. Nice little Spanish music to get yourself on. I'm looking at a VGT car. The Mazda LM55. It looks good. Oh yeah, tune's kicking in now. A Mazda LM55, number 55 Rocket. That's nice looking, that is, Pat. I can't watch this whole thing. How long is it? Look, guys, it's 15 minutes. So next time you're arsing about, looking for something to do, check out Pat's video. I just saw the first one and it looks great. Yeah, he quit. Why? He was second fastest. He didn't quit because he quit. So we're starting. Okay, let's go then. Oh no, Racer Brown. I'm trying to look on Discord at the MTCC just to see if he's quickly posted up. MaX5, not MTCC. I was kicker off from server. Kicked. That was Joker's the last we heard. So no, we're going into the race. No Racer Brown. I reckon his girlfriend came home, caught him on the computer and said, you said not Saturday evenings. You're racing on Tuesdays, you're racing on Fridays. It's enough. You're not doing it Saturdays as well. Saturdays is our special night together. You promised. We want to watch 10 Ways How to Lose a Guy. Here we are, watching out the grids. Niall Graham on pole with Talleyrand in second, Couture third, Alexis Maximus is in fourth, Guesty is in fifth, Jax Racing is in sixth, Pat seventh, Mika Wivery, oh my god, oh no. Niall Graham had an awful get-go and Pat had a proper slam dunk on him. And now we've got Talleyrand in the first corner with the Spanish duo all over the back of him. Here we see Guesty trying to get around Couture, already managing to get past Alexis Maximus. What happened to Alexis Maximus? He fell behind a little bit there. It's all a little bit crazy of a start, but Talleyrand leading the way by 3/10 from Jax Racing. Jax Racing came from nowhere all the way up into second place. Niall Graham, no, oh, Jax Racing really out wide there. You get a penalty out there. Yeah, he's going to get something like 2 seconds or something. I don't know. Second, there you go. So Guesty now up into second place. What a race, it's like a reverse grid. Guesty into second, Jack Racing's out wide, he's losing it. So Couture moving up into fourth because he's got Jokers there, but Jokers there, Jokers is here, and Jokers, he was out the server, he's in the server, and now he's in fourth, behind Cthulhu, ahead of Mika Wivery in fifth place. Look at that. Alexis Maximus in sixth, applying as much pressure to her behind that he can do. And then IR Graham, after a weird slow start, getting absolutely smashed by Pat. I think Pat had his eyes closed going up the grid. No, that's not nice. And Jax Racing is in eighth when we saw him up in second. Now what's happening up there in the lead? We see Talleyrand is a second ahead of Guesty. Guesty only 3/10 ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu, ooh, we've got an in-car. Celebrate one. Cthulhu looking to make a move up the inside of Guesty. Guesty trying to close. No, they're both on the brakes. And then they have to follow each other through. Wow, Cthulhu is brave on those curbs. He's not worried about losing the back end of that car, obviously. Jokers is some 4/10 behind us, ahead of Alexis and Maximus, but we're sat on board with Cthulhu, chasing down Guesty. Look at them all there. Looks like Alexis Maximus making a move on Jokers. Will move back. He has... No, Jokers is still fourth. Who am I looking at behind? Oh, that's the Mika Wivery. So yeah, he just moved on Mika Wivery. He's got ahead of sixth place. IR Graham coming back. Jax Racing shaking off those penalties, and Pat was hoping for so much more. What a great start he had as well. So Talleyrand 3 seconds ahead of Guesty. Guesty under immense pressure here from Cthulhu. Cthulhu making his way up the inside. Guesty in the Virgin Mazda. Doesn't seem too much like a Virgin with all them cars coming through it. Oh, it was terrible. That was bad. Sorry. Talleyrand leading from Cthulhu. Guesty trying to hold off Jokers, but Jokers is adamant he wants that podium. He's coming through this 15-minute race as... Oh no, it's a 10-lap race. We're doing it in laps. I thought we did it in time. So this is so weird. Things just keep changing in life that I never thought they used to be, and now they are, and I don't understand what's going on. Isn't this a timed 15-minute race and now it's a 10-lap race? I don't know. Has it always been laps? Has he just always worked it out to as close to 15 minutes as he could? I always thought it was timed. So weird. Last night Alpha kept starting on pole even though he was meant to be on second, and no one said anything, and that was weird. And now this is like 10 laps instead of 15 minutes, and that's weird. It's just small little things that they change. This is what they do to send you up the wall. They change small little details thinking you won't notice. Anyway, so we've got 7 laps left. Jokers is in 4. Oh no, is this room going to crash or what? 2.6 seconds ahead of Cthulhu is Talleyrand. Guesty being chased down by Jokers. Alexis Maximus. IR Graham's managed to get past the Mika Wivery. She's still good with 3 seconds ahead of Jax Racing, who is 4 seconds ahead of Pat. 141196. That's his pin number. There we go, Talleyrand 2.7 seconds ahead of Cthulhu on lap 3 at the moment. Guesty looks like he's starting to add a little pressure to Fernando. Oh, it's copyright free music I played on Pat's video. It's in the video section. Yeah, I got that all out. Hey, Lynx. My little bunny just come running up to the glass to have a look what I was doing. So Talleyrand, he had a quite healthy lead, but he seems to have lost some of that to Cthulhu. Either someone's put a rocket up Cthulhu's butt, or Talleyrand is just easing off, looking after tyres maybe. We have Guesty, only 8/10s, he's sticking with Cthulhu, he's not letting him go. There we have a Jokers 4th, it's great showing from him, but he's got IR Graham, Mazda King, the man of the Mazdas. The Mahazdoff. So, IR Mazda just getting past Jokers, but Jokers not quite making it as easy as it maybe could have been. I'm going to go on board with Alexis and Maximus, who's sitting in 6th, just behind Jokers. We can see a few of the cars ahead of us. It's all still rather tight on lap 4. We're getting to the midway of the race. I'm sure it used to be timed. It's really weird. Ooh. Alexis up on his own time. He's starting to apply the pressure on Joe Cass in front of him. He's got 2.5 seconds ahead of Mika Wivry. You can see up ahead. Let's get out of this. IR Graham was in the tow of Guesty. Guesty on that inside line trying to protect his corner before they get there. IR Graham trying to make the move around the outside. There's a little touch, but IR Graham gets it in there, and Guesty is down to 4th. I bet he's gutted. But he's sticking to the back of that Mazda, looking for a run down this straight. But now IR Graham is the man defending his corner a whole straight before they get there. You see Jokers and Alexis side by side. They're going in side by side. Oh, Guesty, and he's out wide. Oh, he was always going to look like that, Guesty, from that particular position. And now you are fodder for Alexis and Jokers behind you. Oh, 3rd to 6th. 3rd to 6th, but not quite, not quite. He's coming back at the 2 cars. Guesty up to 5th. They're side by side going into the hairpin. Whoa! Coming out side by side. Beautiful racing, guys. Now the 2 Masters have merged. Here we go. It hasn't finished yet. Jokers in 4th. Guesty, Alexis behind. Now Alexis has gone out wide, dropped himself down to 6th. Jokers still in 4th. Guesty looking. Looks like Alexis Maximus had a big one. Oh dear. Shall we have a quick? No. Yes. So, looking at Alexis Maximus, what happened? Oh, he got himself onto the dirty stuff. Unfortunately, my friend, no grip out there, as you have just found out. So let's get out of the replay. Why is it giving me an extra long replay? And there we see Alexis Maximus has dropped behind Mika and Jack. And how are these 2 doing? They're having a bit of themselves a little racy race, eh? And it looks like Jack making the move. Making the move on the girly. Not quite being able to hold it, and he has to tuck in back behind. But down the next straight, he'll be in a great position to make the move. See what you got, Jack. It's a little bit far behind. I think he won't be able to get quite as close to her as he would like. Oh, it's close though. Mika driving her pants off, literally. She's driving in a 2-piece bikini on a webcam. Go to virtualracersclub.co.uk to see it. www.virtualracersclub.co.uk. Sorry, Mika. I'm just trying to spam some views off of the novelty of a female racing with us. Talaran there, 2.5 seconds ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu, good points to be made here on his teammate. We saw having an off, down in 8th, so this will definitely put him in a great position, up in 3rd position in the championship. IR Graham, he started around behind everyone. He's not overly available at weekends, but when he is available, he will join in, he says. So, here he is. In 3rd, a great podium position after a really slow start off the line and getting smashed by Pat. Guesty, 4th. He's pulled away from the Jokers a little bit. The Jokers. I'm going to go with the Jokers. I like it. Okay, he's pulled away from the Jokers by nearly 2 seconds. Jokers, though, has got Jack and Mika chasing him down. Alexis and Maximus in 8th, 15 seconds ahead of Pat and 5 seconds behind. Oh no, 15 seconds. Yeah, he's 15 seconds ahead of Pat, 5 seconds behind Jack. And there we see Pat. Awesome car. Let's get a whoosh. Can I get a hee-haw? Sorry guys, daughter was screaming the house down. Ah, I blamed you. I blamed your woman, not your daughter. Your woman told your daughter to do it. Oh, how mean am I? It's not right. Talleyrand then 3.6 seconds ahead of Catula. Whoosh, he is your championship leader. He has won 3 of the 4 races so far this season, and now it looks like he's going to make it 4 of 5. He will be cursing IR Graham for ruining that 4th race of his, and we're going and winning it. But so far, looking good. Cthulhu has got IR Graham really caught up now. IR Graham might be fancying whoosh, that 2nd spot. No, he's lifted for a bit. Changed down gear. Something weird's happening in the car. That also says automatic gears as well. It's so weird. No, because it wouldn't change automatically like that, would it? I don't know. I don't get it. We know Pat's using manual transmission. It says manual transmission. It doesn't matter if someone prefers to use automatic. I'm just surprised because whenever I've used it, it doesn't seem to change gear when I would like it to change gear. It usually wants to do it in the middle of a corner when I don't want it to do it in the middle of a corner. I'd rather it do it before the corner, and then I can drive through that corner in that gear and then start moving up the gears afterwards. Anyway, there we see IR Graham applying some pressure on to Cthulhu. Cthulhu, it says AT as well, and so does Talleyrand's. So does Guesties. Jack says MT. Mika Wivery, she said she said to me that she was on manual transmission. That says AT. That says AT. That says AT, and that says MT. So I don't know. I ain't got a clue, okay? But IR Graham, what I do know is IR Graham is harassing Cthulhu on the penultimate... no, we're just about to start the penultimate lap, aren't we? Lap 8, going on to lap 9. Ooh, he's going for a move up the start straight, up the hill. But he's not quite got the pace on Cthulhu today. Cthulhu managing to fend him off for another lap. And only 2 more laps to do it, but it looks like IR Graham might have a run on him now. Going into the first corner, Cthulhu trying to defend the corner, but if IR Graham can get around the outside, it puts him on the inside for this part, and there you go, bish bash, and not quite. I was just about to bish bash and bosh it, but no. Cthulhu managing to sweep back up the inside. What a fantastic race between IR Graham and Cthulhu right now, right here. Right now, right here. I'm stuck. Right now, just a couple more. Just let me get a couple more out, sister. Right here. And IR Graham going for the inside line again. And Cthulhu just showing him the side of his car, saying, "That's what you get, bro. Not my place, my space." There you go. And then Cthulhu still defending. He's got this lap and the next lap. It's a lot to ask him to do. So far, Talleyrand 7 seconds ahead of this battle. We've got Guesty. Jack's Racing has managed to get ahead of Mika. Nothing else seems to have challenged. Jokers has dropped down, but I cannot pull away. I apologise for the other guys racing out there. This is a battle royale, and it deserves the Graham's on the inside. That's the one, is it? No, Cthulhu's coming back. Cthulhu's coming back. They're side by side going up the hill. Hey! So Cthulhu managing just to edge ahead of IR Graham after IR Graham threw it down the inside. Looked like he made the move, but may have outbraked himself, and Cthulhu the opportunity to come back at him. Now IR Graham, we've seen this move the last 2-3 laps. We're on the final lap now. Who is going to finish second? Who is going to finish third? IR Graham looks like a little bit further ahead in this corner than he has been before. He may have made the move now. And Cthulhu, no, that's it, that's it. But can Cthulhu come back at him on this last lap? We will have a quick look around. But they're side by side going down the start straight. IR Graham slightly ahead, but Cthulhu will have the inside line. Oh, IR Graham on the outside, dangerous place to be. Loads of racing space given, but Kyle Graham just managing to stay ahead, but there Cthulhu is now. What, ahead? No, no, side by side. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to keep an eye on the map as well to see Talleyrand coming over the line. I don't want to miss it, but there we go. Kyle Graham looks like he has made the move into second place. Quick look around, Guesty in fourth, 2-3 seconds ahead of Jax Racing. Jax Racing is ahead of Mika Wivery. Wivery is ahead of Alexis Maximus. Jokers we've seen, well, we didn't see it, but we now know he's fallen down. And Pat is last. Talleyrand there coming around the final corner. And these two are a bit of a space, yes, so... there we go. 10 laps of Brazil in the Mazda. There we see Talleyrand coming around to take, what did I say? 4 from 5. Well done. 4 wins from 5 races. Boom. Beautiful. Graham coming around to finish in second after an awful start off the line. And there he is. In second. In third, we had Cthulhu. Well fought. Fernando Guesty in fourth. Great finish. Jax Racing, fifth. Wonderful stuff. Mika Wivery, sixth. We'll be happy with that. Alexis Maximus, he was up there as well. He's going to put his teammate ahead of him in the championship. Not much to celebrate in that Mazda. Jokers racing hard early. Fourth and third. And now, I don't know what happened, but he ended up in eighth. And here we go. We've got Pat just trying out his manual transmission. Got a 42.663 in the race, coming around to finish in ninth. Congratulations, guys. That was a fantastic race for one and for all. Wow, oops, wow. Woot, does Carly. Oh, what? Oops, woot, says Carly. She's happy with her 6th place. And there you go. Congratulations. Didn't get the fastest lap, Talleyrand, but you got the win. And that is what counts. I will take you to your results. Oh, I wonder what that would have been like with Racer Brown in the mix. Woo. Shudders. So, Talleyrand, your race winner, with IR Graham finally getting second place from Cthulhu after a very, very hard-fought race. Guesty finishing in fourth, with Jax Racing managing to get past Mika Wivery in the end to get fifth. Mika Wivery in sixth. Alexis Maximus up higher than that earlier in the race and dropped down to seventh, with Jokus in eighth, who was also higher and dropped, and Pat ninth, who we saw having a coming together with IR Graham on the grid. IR Graham got your fastest lap with a 1:39.722 on lap 4. That was some beautiful racing, especially IR Graham and Cthulhu. Hats off to you two. Unsighted off the start from bumper cam into the back of Graham. Then too many time penalties. Sorry, Pat. It happened to me on Wednesday. I think Guesty. Was it Guesty? Yeah, I think it was Guesty. Didn't leave the grid, his car got stuck, and I tried to avoid him, but you just don't get much space. You don't get much space and time on that start straight. And yeah, I clouted him up the backside. Right then, what are we doing now? But I'd like to go out for a little Jokers, Guesty, Cthulhu. That was a good race, Jokers says. IR Graham to Cthulhu, that was a good race. Thanks for the race, that was a phenomenal race. Cthulhu said to Jokers, that was a good race, well done. To Cthulhu said to IR Graham, good battle. So yeah, it's always good. It's always good. Some people get a bit, they get a bit mardy, don't they? If they have you have a great battle for a race, and if you don't finish the person ahead, you know sometimes you get a bit mardy. But I don't like to be. Me and Noxie, look at me. I did 1 race, and that's all I keep talking about. Well, 3 races, 4. I did 3 Porsche sprint races, and I did one of these Mazda races with 2 mins need a wee. Dude, 2 mins in enough time. I totally used my tyres, Joker said. Last 2 laps was terrible. That's what will happen to Jokers then. That's good for us to know. Carly on the chat says, awaiting settings to change. Settings. Settings. Awaiting. I'm trying to make fun of the way you've spelled settings, but I can't. Patrick, it was okay until the tyres were going off at the end. Homesick, awesome battle for second. There you go. People still with us in the chat. I haven't put them all off yet. and we're going in 10 minutes. So if someone would like to, yes, settings, I know, there you go, Carly, they've got the settings sorted now. So if someone would like to pop out, and don't forget, guys, she's on a two-piece on the webcam on www.virtualracersclub.co.uk. If you want to watch that, you just have to pop over to that website. I'm going outside. I'm going to go and check the website, see if the webcam's still up. Okay? And you're going to watch Pat. Pat, no pressure, man. You're on. Here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter I was born to walk alone, but I made up my mind. I can't remember the words. That was my welcoming. Hello. Good evening and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. Luckily I am the only nutter out the... No, I'm not. I'm the sanest one of a lot of us, so good luck. Come and join us. What thing you forgot to mention is that it's a two-piece tracksuit, is what Carly said. So, oh, I hope you didn't go rushing to the website to see anything that was untowards. Gosh, no. It's an Adidas. Of course, two-piece Adidas, they're the best. With nice blue Adidas pumps. And she's even wearing a crash helmet, so you don't even see her face. So what did you lot think I was talking about? Anyway, we're in practice. I better let them know. Let them know that I'm back. That is code, because I couldn't be asked to put the C and the K together. Adidas 4A FTW. Hang on, I'm not good with all my little abbreviations. I will work that one out. Adidas F the word. Going to try and not bin it this week and finish last. That's Carly's race strategy. She's not going to bin it and she's not going to finish last. Oh, for the win. Adidas for the win. Ah, for the win. I know, I'm not great. I'm just not down and hip and trendy. So what would that be? I-D-N-H-O-T. Yeah. Hiya, Graham is back. There's no secret to his code. Do you have a number 1 or a number 2? Cthulhu leading the way in practice with a 41.54514. And what I really should be talking about right now is who is on what tyre. And we can see there Cthulhu has opted to, he's either trying out the Racing Hard tyre or he's put that bad boy on ready for the race. Now Mika Wivery also donning a set of hards, and they look great with the silver rims. I like it. Joker's also got a hard on, and why wouldn't you? He's driving a Red Bull Mazda. Jack's in the pits. It says he's got mediums. Jack's gone. Jack's just gone altogether. Where did he go? He got nervous because I said, isn't it? Or maybe he's just reminded he had to put tyres on, change his tyres. There we can see Pat. He's going out sporting a lovely set of mediums there in a lovely Schwarz colour. And that's still Pat because I pressed the wrong button. So Talleyrand sat in the pits after his win. He's got a hard on. I'm going to do it for everyone. So, you know, Jax Racing's got a hard on. Alexis Maximus also hard on. Racer Brown, big hard on. Niall Graham, he's there with a hard on. Okay, it's out of my system now. It was always there, just on the tip of my tongue. So Talleyrand's asking everyone to enter, so someone's not entered. Who of you have not entered? What name am I not noticing? Jack Racing, wasn't it? I popped on to Jack Racing. No, Jack's Racing's there. I apologise. So, who? Cthulhu, we can see. Jokers, we can see. We can see Pat, we can see Mika, we can see Jax. Is it IR Graham? I thought I saw IR Graham there. Yeah, we did. We saw IR Graham. Who Dynamic has not entered? There should be 10, because Racer Brown missed out, didn't he? Man alive, we just watched these guys race not like 2 minutes ago, and I'm struggling to see who it is he's talking about that hasn't entered. I'm tapping my keyboard. That must be annoying for you guys, listening to the drum beat. And we're on board with IR Graham to Twitchy McTwitchyson. No, I'm sorry, it's not. It's horrible. It really is horrible when you've got internet problems, because any problems in the room, like back in the day, if that was me and my internet when it was twitchy as hell, if anyone ever got dumped out of a room, I think it was my fault. I'd be thinking, well, it's because it's me that's ruining the internet connection. Old Pat says, need to plug my laptop in, battery getting low. Oh no, no one likes a low battery. Cthulhu is still leading the practice events. I think Cthulhu might show us a couple of donuts. We look like we're in a donut sort of area, the official donut area. Oh, it's not a donut situation, this, is it? I've misread the moment. No. Yes, he's waiting for the cars to go past. Look, clear track, come on, just give us one 360, Cthulhu. He's not, is he? He's having a rest. What a bugger. Oh, no, I have got a new word. What is it? Stuffing? No, it wasn't stuffing. Sodding. Sodding Cthulhu. Hey. So, we're looking to jokers. You know, if there was Skyjacker here, we'd have donuts. You can depend on Skyjacker for a donut at least once at some point, even sometimes in the race. Oh, still getting burned. He's not even here. It's not fair. I've not had a message from him. Yeah, I'm ready. I've not had a message from him the other day when I had a little pop at him in the commentary, and I was expecting the next day. What's that about? What have I done to you? I thought we were mates. And I'll be like, yeah, no, I don't know. I think it's because someone told me Skyjacker's my favourite. So you know what it's like when you fancy a girl, you start being mean to them. Start pulling their pigtails and stuff, because you want to prove that it's not like you don't fancy them. So, me being mean. Oh, Pat did a soft Y and I did a hard Y. I feel bad. Yeah. So, I'm just poking Skyjacker because I fancy him, obviously. Hey, Cthulhu's on the chat with question marks. Yo, bro, great race last time with IR Graham. You two were pretty much the source of all of our entertainment here. We watched that last 3 or 4 laps intently. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run. So, Mika Wivery is 3rd fastest with a 43.496. Getting on top of them hissing hard ties. There we go. Sorry, Pat. I was moaning and you were doing them. Ooh, a bit of a lag, but beautiful. Good turnout, Talaran says. Then good luck, everyone. Good turnout. 10 racers. We like it. We love it. We've got 8 guys watching. Hi guys and girls. Thank you for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club. We're at the moment watching Pat do a few donuts here at the track Interlagos. The skies are clear blue with an odd little flurry of cloud. It's beautiful here inside the track. Outside the track there's murder and crime all over the place, but here in our sanctuary of Interlagos, everything is super fine. Everything is awesome. Everything is great when you work in a team. Everything is awesome. I'll get rid of those big numbers for you guys. Hello, did you have a nice time? Excellent. Nice dinner? Sweet. Crispy duck. You can see the remnants of my dinner on the side. Well, McDonald's was full. Sorry guys, I'm having a little chinwag with the wife. Anyway, there we see Pat starting on pole. He's zooming away. There's no IR Graham's getting his way this time. And Joker's there in 2nd spot. So Patrick opting to start on the softer tyre, the medium tyre. There we see a Jokas all over the back of him on the hard tyre. There we see Alexis Maximus in 3rd. Great place for him to start from. With the pace that he can carry, that will be a beautiful spot to start with. And we can see that he should be coming at Oh, sorry, there was all... Oh, no! Jokers is off. Oh, no! Jokers is off and he got clattered. Clattered by Pat. Pat waiting for him there in ninth, is he? I mean, yeah, he is waiting for him. Looks like he bounced off of the barrier straight onto Jokers, knocking Jokers into the shadow realm. And that puts Alexis Maximus in a great spot, leading this feature race on racing hard tyres, ahead of Guesty, who is on the mediums, who is ahead of Mika Wivry, who's giving him some hassle right now. She is on the hard tyre compound. She's closely followed by IR Graham, who's on the hard tyre compound. Then we have Cthulhu in 5th on the hard tyre compound, ahead of Jax Racing, who's also on the hard tyre compound, with Talleyrand already up to 7th. Ahead of, obviously, it's Jokers and Pat that went out. There we can see Talleyrand making a move on Jax Racing. Jax Racing now down to 7th, just ahead of Racer Brown. We know Racer Brown has got good pace, even though he didn't take part in the first race because he had a daughter that was rather upset. And Talleyrand, a bold move. And IR Graham. Early move from Talleyrand and IR Graham to get rid of those hard tyres and opt to go for the softs. So, what will the other contenders do out there? Alexis Maximus, too late to go in the pits. We already have Guesty on the mediums. He will have to do a hard stint. The Mika Wivry in a great 3rd place so far, ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu, a tough racer though. He's going to be setting upon her any second there. Jax Racing just ahead of Racer Brown, with Jokers managing to get ahead of IR Graham, who has already gone in, pitted, put the medium compound on. And Pat trying to race IR Graham, but he's on the outside. It never works when you're on the outside there. You're best off just letting it go. Like Eliza, let it go, let it go. The one that sung that, blonde-haired bird, blue dress. Alexis Maximus leading the race by Elsa, that's it, Elsa. So Alexis Maximus is 6/10 ahead of Guesty. Guesty closing in on those medium tyres, 3 seconds ahead of Cthulhu, who has got past Mika Wivry. We missed, I apologise. Mika Wivry, it's the second lap. Everyone does the fastest lap on the second lap. Jax Racing up to 6th place with these early pit stops from IR Graham, who is already ahead of Jokers. Talleyrand there is in 9th, who's ahead of Pat. Interesting stuff going on here. You'd think Talleyrand would be trying to make more hay. Jokers on the hard tyre. Interesting. How's that going to unfold? With Guesty making a move on Alexis. Alexis is out wide. No, they're both together in the Senna S's, and Alexis manages to hold off Guesty. But Guesty, wow, he was racy going into the first corner there. Man alive. And he's still going for it. Down the start straight, looking into the next corner, the right-hander. 90-degree right-hander. It's a real sodding corner. Oh, racing rim was given, but Alexis just flew around that corner like it was no issue whatsoever. And Guesty out on the outside in 3rd. Cthulhu still ahead of the Mika Wivry. Massive space. We've had more pit stops, have we not? There's Racer Brown is there. Hang on, Pat's there. Jax Racing must have pitted. Yes, Jax Racing has gone in, put the mediums on, and Jokers, no, he's out there. He must have made a mistake. Pat up to 8th then, still on those medium tyres, chasing Talleyrand, who is chasing Racer Brown. Racer Brown looks like he's been in and put some mediums on and managed to get out ahead of Talleyrand. I don't know what's happened to Talleyrand in that pit stop lap, but he hasn't really made hay there. Whereas IR Graham into 6th place, 6 seconds behind Mika Wivry, down to 4th, still on those hard tyres. Alexis Maximus still holding off Guesty. Guesty, remember, is on the medium tyres. He's got the stickier tyre. We're on board with him right now. We're going along the start straight. Is he going to make a move into the first corner? Oh, get in the toe. No, he's hanging it around the outside. I think Alexis has seen him off in that first corner, but we've seen IR Graham managing to hold it. Oh, you've got to hold it at the outside there to get the inside line there. But Alexis Maximus, again, another lap holding off Guesty. This is a great race from this pair. We're having some wonderful racing. Beautiful stuff. So Guesty going for the inside line into the 90-degree right-hander, and Guesty holding that line. Oh, he's outbraked himself. He's out wide, and Alexis Maximus inside again. Oh, Jesus, wet these two. Cthulhu all the time getting closer and closer to the battling Mazdas ahead, with the Mika Wivry in a lovely 43.43. Nice consistent lap times on those hard tyres, but IR Graham 3.8 seconds behind. Wasn't he 6 seconds a couple of laps ago? He's done a 39.927 on that medium tyre. Racer Brown, they've all got the faster guys. I mean, they are faster. They're at the top of the table. They've all opted to go with a two-stop strategy. There's no way they can make a medium set of tyres last from lap 1 onwards. So this is going to be really interesting. They're really confident. And out here we can see Alexis deciding to try and make these hards last as long as he can. It was do or die, I guess. It was either come in or stay out, and he stayed out. And now he's got Guesty trying to get past him while he's got life in those medium tyres, because in the next... This is a timed lap. This is 30 minutes. What is happening, man? Oh, Cthulhu opting to go into the pits. Can he get out ahead of Racer Brown? Oh, it's a long pit stop. Racer Brown and Talleyrand already showing ahead of him. But I've said it's a very odd pit straight. You miss out, pit stop, you miss out the whole first corner. But no, see, they're getting to the first corner. So Cthulhu not quite there yet. He's going down the start straight. Jack's racing, Talleyrand, I don't know. So Racer Brown out ahead of Cthulhu, but Cthulhu has come out ahead of Talleyrand. It's so confusing, that pit lane. Oh my, so IR Graham up to 4th, Mika Wivry up to 3rd now. Guesty has got ahead of Alexis Maximus finally. Alexis Maximus having a moment on those hard tyres. He did a 42.1 on his last lap. Guesty's fastest was a 40.697. IR Graham 6.3 seconds behind these two with a pit stop done, but he must do another. So there's a pit stop each, I suppose. Mika Wivry needing to see the pits at some point to get rid of those hard tyres. And there we see Racer Brown. He's done a stint on the hards. He's on mediums. And it's just how long can he make that fuel and those tyres last in this race. Cthulhu been in, come out, head of Talleyrand. Talleyrand in 7th at the moment. Pat still on his medium tyres. Jack's racing, he's been in, he's pitted, he's put his medium tyres on. And Jokus looks like he's just pitted and put his mediums on. He's having a real struggle here at Interlagos. I think he said he liked this track in the Discord. Guesty then, there we see him leading the race on his medium tyres. They are starting to look slightly worn though. And Alexis has got a penalty. It'll probably blow 4 seconds. Wow, what did he cut to get 4 seconds? That's a tough penalty, that. Wow. That's nasty. Oh. Do you imagine? He's going to have to let the whole field come past. IR Graham there in 3rd, down to 4 seconds behind from 6 seconds. He's found another 2 seconds on him. He's doing 39.7 to Alexis's 41.9 or 76. And if we look at Talleyrand, who pitted around the same time, he's only doing 40s, but he's being held up by Cthulhu, we suspect. And he's not making his way through the field like I think he would have hoped to do. Unlike IR Graham, it's all seemed to have fallen in place for him. Everyone he's come across has pitted, whereas Talleyrand seems to have come across all those that have got out of IR Graham's way for the pit stop. Oh, what a little lovely bunch up we've got here behind Mika. My lord. We've got Mika Wivry, Racer Brown, Cthulhu and Talleyrand. I'm going to go to Talleyrand. I'm going to get on board and you watch. I'll look up and it's all happened. There, all Mika. She's been taken by Cthulhu and Racer Brown and Talleyrand. There was a little nudge of Cthulhu, a little kiss on the cheek, I'd say, between her and Cthulhu. Jump in the pits, Mika. That's the one. She's going. She's popping in the pits now. get the mediums on, get into a competitive speed. So Guesty 1.7 seconds now ahead of Alexis. We can see what difference those medium tyres are making for him, with Alexis still with that long ass penalty. He didn't pay it, so I'm guessing he's going to contest it. It probably was for something he doesn't think was his fault. IR Graham there in third place, only 2 seconds. He's forever getting that time. Alexis, it might be time to come for a pit stop, my friend. We're 19 minutes into this race. No, sorry, 19 minutes to go in this race. 11 minutes in. I have this weird tick where I have to just keep looking down to make sure that the microphone's not muted. That's bizarre, right? It's like OCD or something. So, Guesty, yeah, let's have some of these. Whoosh. Guesty leading the race after 11.5 minutes. He's on the medium tyre compound, so he still has the hard compound to run. IR Graham just getting past Alexis Maximus, it seems. I've come to it just at the wrong time. Well, or at the right time, whatever way you want to look at it. Poor Alexis, still carrying that really heavy penalty. We didn't see why he got it, but 4 seconds does seem kind of rough. And I think he would probably ask the stewards to expunge that penalty. Cthulhu, lovely, up into 4th place after his early pit stop. He's ahead of Talleyrand. Racer Brown looks like he's had an issue. He's just getting rid of a penalty. So he's had to drop behind Cthulhu and Talleyrand, and it looked like Talleyrand has moved ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu must have been paying a penalty as well. They've all dropped behind Talleyrand, so like Moses, the Red Sea has parted and Talleyrand has come through. In the 20 car, everyone is really interested. You should come into the Discord, in the chat. Everyone was talking about the origins of their numbers. It really is interesting. Some people it's just as random as it's their door number. Some people it's the day they were born. And some people it's because of past drivers. It's really interesting. You should pop in. You can get to our Discord pretty easy. All you got to do is go to www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, and on that website you click on the join our community button, and that will take you through to our Discord, which I think that's where the webcam is being streamed of Mika Wivry in a 2-piece. I might have been wrong about it being the website. You might have to go to Discord for that. Check it out. It might be there. So Guesty still leading this race by a second though. IR Graham, the destroyer of dreams, the killer of hopes, the nightmare of racers, is closing down the gap. The slayer of, I don't know, wins. The destroyer of dreams will do. IR Graham. He's not lagged though. Gotta give him that. And there we see Guesty is just ahead of IR Graham. He knows the inevitability that is coming up with his tyre wear, as bad as it is, twice as bad as IR Graham's. IR Graham doing 40s now with Guesty in the 42s. Don't race him, Guesty, don't race him. We've got the 2 greenies. The greenie Mazdas come across each other on the track. And they blend in if they go off. It's like camouflage. You can't see them when they're off the road. IR Graham looking to make the move on Guesty for the lead of this race. Remember, these two have both got to pit still. Guesty, with those low grip tyres he's got on at the moment, ran wide in the hairpin, and that let IR Graham move through into first place. There we see Alexis Maximus still with that hefty penalty, the poor sod. That's horrible, getting right on your nerves. It'll be right in front of his view as well while he's driving around. Jokers has gone. The server has kicked him again. The hostile environment of Talleyrand's internet lobby streaming room, whatever. And Jokers just couldn't, his stream just couldn't cling on any longer. Pat out wide. Out massively wide there. You'll get a penalty for that, my friend, even though it's cost you time. Oh, he hasn't. I was wrong, yeah, there he has. Oh, God, 5 seconds, Pat, you get for going out there. That's shocking. So, Guesty has finally pulled pulled the trigger, I was going to say. So Alexis Maximus up into second place. Talleyrand now up into third place. This race is starting to piece together. But don't forget, I.R. Graham, I believe, and Talleyrand will have to stop before the end of this race. We've just gone past the 15-minute mark. Well, actually, I lie. We're coming up to the 16-minute mark. With only 14 minutes left in this race, I'll tell you when. Cthulhu in a great fourth place, but Racer Brown harassing him and haranguing him, and it is now 14 minutes, definitely, this moment, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now. Oh, can't help myself. I.R. Graham then in first place, 6 seconds ahead of Alexis Maximus. These both all still have to pit along with Talleyrand. Is Alexis Maximus going to try and hang that pit stop out until both of these pit, so he will be on a level playing field with these guys? That would be a great strategy. So far he's lost 6.5 seconds on I.R. Graham though. He's only 3 seconds ahead of Cthulhu. Pat said, hoping, oh no, so Shadow Rider. G'day thingy. G'day Shadow. Great racing last night. A lovely podium. How is that bronze medal looking on your shelf? Hey. Cthulhu then fourth ahead of Racer Brown, who's only 8/10 behind, but I still believe all of these will have to pit again, apart from Guesty, who's now put the hard tyres on, who is ahead of Amika Wivery, but she is on her medium compound run and should catch Guesty up. But the fuel, Mika, I don't think that fuel's going to get you there, and it definitely isn't going to get Jack there, and Pat maybe. Pat's still carrying those hefty penalties. And there we go, Jack's gone back in, he's going to put, ooh, it's a bit early, but he's going in. No, they've all gone in. Oh, except for Talleyrand. I mean, not for, except for Talleyrand, except for I.R. Graham. They've all pulled the trigger, and Alexis, he did, as I said, come in at the same time. Brilliant stuff. So Talleyrand is in the pit lane, so is Jack's Racing, and Racer Brown is in the pit lane, so they're trickling out. I.R. Graham leading by 12 seconds from Cthulhu. Looks like Cthulhu needs to go in. I.R. Graham also, his tyres are starting to look quite old. Alexis Maximus, brand new medium tyres, spanking it. He's ahead of Talleyrand. Mika Wivery got herself ahead of Guesty and Talleyrand. Oh, but Guesty's coming back at her on the hard tyres. You two race each other too hard, and there will be Talleyrand, which he's there already. So in fourth we have Guesty ahead of Mika Wivery, and now Talleyrand on absolutely brand spanking new fresh rubber. And he's there. He's already got past the Mika. Whose fuel's just started flashing. He's going to have to pop in. And we see Talleyrand making short work of the hard compound clad Mazda. No, the Mazda coming back at Guesty, coming back at Talleyrand. I.R. Graham popping into the pits to replenish that fuel and put some brand spanking new rubber. So is Cthulhu, the top two in the pits. Alexis Maximus only just pitted, but he was 25 seconds behind these guys. He's got to the start straight. Like I said, it's a really, really awkward pit lane, the exit. You missed the whole first corner, first 3 corners out, really. I.R. Graham in it, but Alexis Maximus is saying he's ahead, but is he? And there we can see Talleyrand and Guesty still racing each other down the start straight. Talleyrand has got the outside line, so it puts him on the inside here, and that's it, he's made the move. I.R. Graham is just joining the track. Where is Alexis Maximus? He's a little bit behind, 3.7 seconds, but that's a lot better than the 6 seconds before they pitted. So Alexis Maximus gained some 3 seconds from those pit stops. Guesty still showing in third. Talleyrand really struggling to get past the hard compound Mazda, and there it looks like he's managed to do it now, but Guesty not letting it go. He's not letting it lie. Jam in the chat, and Shadow trying to scrape the bronze off to see the gold underneath. Shadow Rider says, Jam says looking forward to catching up with this, and Jam Huntington said it looks good. It's been good, it has, it's been good, interesting racing. This one's been really interesting strategically. They all pitted very, very early, and they've had to pit again, and it's all sort of I.R. Graham out ahead of Alexis Maximus, 2.5 seconds on medium tyres. The same. Talleyrand some 5 seconds behind from his earlier win. Oh, spoiler jam. Mute me, because I've just told you one of this race. Spoiler. Talleyrand won the first race. You can turn the radio back on now. Radio? Look at me. Who do I think I am? Chris Moyles? Oh no. Guesty is in 4th. Cthulhu 5th. So Guesty outdone Cthulhu after all of the pit stops shakeout. Racer Brown, he looked strong. He was ahead of Talleyrand at one point, and Cthulhu had to pay a penalty. Oh no, it's Cthulhu. Oh no, why didn't you say Cthulhu's? I thought you said Cthulhu had moved, but he hasn't. He's there. Jack's Racing, 7th place. Where did Mika end up? Mika ended up down in 8th. Oh yeah, she had to come back in the pits. The fuel had run out, hadn't it? So Mika in 8th, ahead of Pat by 10 seconds, and some 6 seconds behind Jack. This looks like it now. Everyone's all topped up with fuel, ready to go to the end. IR Graham showing his dominance. 4 seconds lead on Alexis and Maximus. So he's taken 2 from 6, and Talleyrand's taken 4 from 6 so far, well, after this race. So Alexis Maximus 2nd place, great for him, great in the championship after having a poor first race, and Cthulhu scoring well, and them two are really close for 4th and 5th in the championship. That's going to work out really nice for him. Might put him back ahead of his teammate. I'm just going to have a sip. Yummy, yummy, tropical. So Alexis Maximus having a fantastic race there in 2nd place. Talleyrand, the last of the podiums. He's leaving Guesty behind, those hard tyres. It's always a struggle to keep up with the mediums. Cthulhu there, he's got a lot of space to make up. 2.8 seconds with only 7.5 minutes to go. It's not undoable, but it's going to be a fight, especially when you've got Racer Brown nipping at your heels. The Racer Brown, I do like that livery. It's a struggle to know. I do like it. There we see Jack's Racing in 7th place, some 13 seconds behind Racer Brown and 7 seconds ahead of Mika Wivery. His best lap today has been, in this race anyway, a 140.631. Mika Wivery there is in 8th. Her best lap today, a 41.975 so far. She's been very consistent though, 42s, apart from a pit stop. So great blocks to build on. And rival Pat, he's been doing, I can't see his fastest lap, but he's been doing 44s and 43s, but he has had to put the hard compound on. I was surprised he wasn't tempted to just go back in and just put a medium set on for the rest of this race, because there's not really anyone he's racing. He's 13 seconds behind, and why struggle on that tyre? I mean, you don't have to. There we see IR Graham, 6 seconds now ahead of Alexis Maximus. Alexis Maximus only 2.4 seconds ahead of Talleyrand. 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes to go, guys. Can he do it? Can the championship leader drag that Mazda up into 2nd spot? We will soon see. He's got Racer Brown behind him by 7.2 seconds. So if he pushes too much, he pushes too hard, he may find himself off of the track. So he wants to find that fine line of very fast and not off. I always find the not off option. I mean, I find the off option. Well, I'm not very fast. I don't know. I don't even know what I just said. I don't think it made sense, actually, thinking back. He has to find the option of going extremely fast, but not going off. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going out of the car. I'm getting too comfortable, just sat there chilling, watching Talleyrand driving around. It's therapeutic, isn't it? He's only less than 2 seconds behind Alexis and Maximus. IR Graham, we must say, he's just done a 39.000, all 3 zeros in a row. And he's doing a fine job. He's doing a great job. Great strategy. Early stop on lap 1 or 2. I think it was lap 1 actually. And yeah, put the mediums on. Had a little fight in the midfield, and then put the mediums on again when he got up to about 3rd or 4th. And as it all shook out, he's ended up leading this race. Alexis Maximus clinging on to that 2nd spot for now, with 4 minutes to go. But every lap, every passing lap, Talleyrand gets a little bit closer. So let's have a look at this lap. Alexis Maximus 1:41.090, and Talleyrand a 39.9. There's 1.2 seconds between them, and Talleyrand is pulling out all of the stops, all of his moves. There you see a Racer Brown. He's in a bit of no man's land, really, isn't he? He's like 7 seconds behind Talleyrand, and he's 8.5 seconds ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu in 5th. It looked like he was having a good race. I don't know. The double pit stop, maybe he stayed out a little too long earlier on the hard tyre. Maybe he should have pitted when everybody else did, but unfortunately he did not, and he's in 5th. I think he lost his spots. Well, he was ahead of Talleyrand and Racer. He might have had to pay a penalty. Not sure what happened to Cthulhu, but I thought he was a spot higher than that. But yeah, 9 seconds behind Racer Brown, and some 5.5 seconds ahead of Jack Racing. Jack's Racing just done his fastest lap of a 40.251. Oh, guessed he's dropping down like a brick with those hard tyres, isn't he? Bless him. Going. You've got 11 seconds before Mika. He's probably not going to catch you up in the next 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. But Mika Wivery, 11 seconds in 8th, 11 seconds, 12 seconds behind Guesty, and 30 seconds ahead of Pat. Oh, he was a pit stop. He heard me. You got YouTube on. He's got in and put mediums on. Oh, great minds probably. I can't imagine you're listening to this, but yeah. I suppose you were driving around thinking, why am I struggling on hards? Who the hell am I racing? I can just have fun. Try and get fast laps, for heaven's sakes. So IR Graham talking about fast laps there. 39.000, a 39.262, a 39.503. And he's 10 seconds ahead of Alexis Maximus with 2 minutes to go. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Talleyrand has caught Alexis Maximus up now, and he is doing all he can to get past the Spaniard. The Spaniard, his tyres are a little bit worse than Talleyrand's, and his fuel is a little lower. Talleyrand did a 39.504 as his fastest lap, but his last 3-4 laps have been 39s. These blokes, they can do some lap times, can't they, eh? Yeah, I was 41 at best when I used to race back in the day. Sound like bloody Sterling Moss. Sterling Moss. Oh, it used to be a lot more dangerous when we drove the cars. We didn't know we were going to survive after we got them out, so yes, I'd say my day was a lot better racing. There we see Talleyrand making a beautiful move up the inside of Alexis Maximus. Can Alexis Maximus get in his toe and do something to him in the first corner? I love the A-pillars on that on the monster car. The windscreen, the bits up the side of the windscreen's got like Hancock tyres, is it? Looks like Hancock up sides of the windscreen. Looks awesome. He's going for a move. He's going for the outside line. That will put him on the inside, but he just can't get up alongside Talleyrand enough. And Talleyrand there swoops in and takes the apex. Into second place then for Talleyrand. IR Graham there is some 11.5 seconds up the road. But Talleyrand now trying to get away from Alexis Maximus. Yeah, I mean, second place, third. Ooh, fuel. But there's only 15 seconds left of this race. Wow. What happened to that half hour, guys? And, ooh, Jack's Racing. He'll be hoping that lasts the rest of this race. He'll be lifting the pedal a little, changing a little earlier, try and eke out that fuel where Guesty and Mika just passed the line in 8th place ahead of Pat. Fantastic stuff. Pat probably going for a lap. Will he be? I don't know. IR Graham then. He's got some way to go. Talleyrand, definite second. He's nearly got a second ahead of Alexis Maximus, Racer Brown, he's pulled it back to 5.3 seconds. Apart from Alexis Maximus throwing it off, there's nothing Racer Brown can do from there. So, IR Graham, we are watching to come round and take a fine win. A great win from Brazil with a great strategy. There he goes, lovely. A little bit of wiggling's fine. We just apparently not allowed to do sideways. Here we see second place, Talleyrand. Some 12 seconds down the road, coming around for a great second spot. First and second from a weekend. Can't ask for much more. Cthulhu taking third. Racer Brown there. Great points finishing to get 4. Ooh, got a second penalty there as he crossed the line, but it's okay. He's way ahead of Cthulhu, who is coming around to finish in a 5th spot. It's good points, but he's losing points on his teammate. Jack's racing there in 6th, coming around. Great finish there from the driver formerly known as Lowy Jack. Guesty slipping in under there, trying so I didn't notice. Finishing 7th, and we already saw Mika finish 8th, and Pat finishing in 9th. Great race there. Yes, I.R. Graham, the destroyer of dreams, the killer of hopes. A fantastic win. Another sip of my drink. Right, and I'm not saving replays because I don't have to steward that. There were some wacky old penalties out there, guys, weren't there? Some 4-second penalties. Don't often see that, but there you go. IR Graham, 2-stop strategy got him the win today. Talleyrand in second, exact same strategy. One wonders if it was already in the back of his mind that was his strategy, or if he saw IR Graham come into the pits and thought, I am shadowing you. Alexis Maximus did it on a 1-stop and got a great 3rd spot out of it. Racer Brown, he did the 2-stop. He pitted earlier with the other guys and it did him well, getting him up to 4th. Cthulhu stayed out a little too long on the hard tyres, I think. He was a bit in no man's land. He stopped too early for a 1-stop and too late to make that 2-stop work. Jack's racing in 6th spot with Guesty. Oh, Guesty was having a great race. It's just those hard tyres was always going to be a massive buzzkill in the second half of the race, and guess what? Those hard tyres was a proper buzzkill for Guesty. In 8th we have the Mika Wivry. She can put a dressing gown on now and turn the webcam off, and she had a great race in 8th. Pat in 9th. He had a great race as well. What the hell? IR Graham got your fastest lap with a 39.000, and he got that on lap 14. So that was round 3 of the MaX5. Let's have a quick look at some of the chat. So Carly, with all those early pit stops, threw me off my strategy. What was your strategy? Pat says, not my best race. How does one go about complaining about a 5-second penalty? I think you can put an incident in and put the incident against GT Sport. Yeah, you weren't the only one, Pat. I saw someone carrying a 4-second penalty around as well. Alexis Maximus had a 4-second penalty for what it seemed no reason. Shadow Rider says submit a form. Pat said I felt that was very harsh to get 2 seconds I wouldn't have been fussed about. Yes, Pat, I know it won't make the slightest bit of difference to anything. Shadow Rider, see what they say. Yeah, well, if I think if you honestly think you've given a wrong penalty, it's happened before. Racer Brown's had been given a penalty and he didn't pay it. He just drove and at the end of the race decided to sort it out. Carly went with a 1-stop, but I was lagging behind too much. Yeah, it was. I wasn't surprised. I was surprised they came in for that one. They were going for 2 stops. It caught me out when they all started pitting at the end of lap 1, lap 2, and unfortunately, I think Cthulhu left it a couple of laps too long and missed out. I think if he'd come in with them, he would have been there with them. Yeah, it seemed like that was the stronger strategy today. I would have thought 1-stop all the way. Hard tyres in the beginning. Try and get up to 15 minutes. Get rid of the hard tyres. Get some mediums on. Crack on. But no, seems a two-stop strategy on the medium tyres worked best. And who knows, because last season when we did Blue Moon, which was an awesome race, by the way, check it out, it's on our YouTube somewhere, just look for MaX5 at Blue Moon Raceway Speedway, and yeah, Talleyrand didn't even put mediums on. There was nothing in the rules that you have to use mediums. The rules are you have to use hards, and he did 2 stints of hards and absolutely obliterated the field because that track was ripping the mediums apart. So yeah, the MaX5 does kick up some very interesting strategies, and I honestly don't know how these guys come up with knowing that is the best way to get round that track. So Pat said, I thought I would try a one-stop. I went on the hards for a long stint. I was listening to you and thought, why not go in again? Probably could have gone all the way. Yes, I had nothing to lose. No, you may as well, didn't you? When you've had an incident, you're a bit behind. You may as well just have a test. Get rid of them hard tyres, put some mediums on, see if you can see how fast a lap you can get. When there's nothing to race for, as long as you don't get in people's way. You've got to make it interesting for yourself, haven't you? Well, guys, that was round 3 of our 2-part Brazil Sambalar. Because tomorrow evening, we've got the big boys there, the HPEX, the Hybrid Prototype Endurance Championship, rolls into Brazil. And those cars are not built for this track, so please tune in, because I think we are going to have some fun seeing those guys. But so far tonight, this is what it is. We had Talleyrand win the first race. We had IR Graham win the second race. We've had some beautiful racing. Remember Cthulhu and IR Graham in the first sprint race? That was absolutely stunning. So, you know, we've had it all. Drama, racing. I didn't have a meltdown tonight, so it's all good on that front. I actually managed to speak for most of it. Oh, I'm trying to find a name because I haven't got my bit of paper. Shall I be a woman for a change? Because I'm always dudes. What does Bruce D. Cock? I don't even get that. Bruce D. Cock. See Mike Crack. That's quite funny. I'm not going to use that one though. Alright, yeah, I'm wrapping this up. I can't read them, I'll be giggling. Alright then, see you later guys, it's been fun. I've enjoyed having you. Thank you for watching. Tune in tomorrow. Hopefully tonight, if for any night owls, I'll do the GTMC, because I'm so late on that, because I don't know if I mentioned, I haven't been very well. I've had a cold. It's a man flu. It got upgraded. Thank you for watching. I have been your broadcaster and commentator, Dill. Yes, Dill. It's a strange name for a dude, but it is a name. But thank you for watching. I have been your commentator, Dill Doe.